How you doing? This is like the third take on this goddamn thing. Welcome to the new lick of the week. And basically I'm going to start off with a series of some licks of the week which concentrate on my songwriting process. And I feel that being a songwriter is probably one of the most important things that I find is important in my career right now. And I think as you go throughout your guitar playing career, you have different goals. You want to be fast, you want to be this, you want to be that. I consider myself now more of a songwriting musician than a guitar player. You got to encompass everything, and I think concentrating on writing songs and good melodies is an important part, at least to me, and that's what I feel is important. I've been getting a lot of emails regarding the song Empress, so it's a good song to start out my process with and explain to you a little bit about it. So I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and we'll take it from there. So, basically, when I think about songwriting, writing a song, I usually come up with a feeling first. Everything derives from some sort of feeling or something that's going on personally that has to do with my life. Let's take this song as an example. So, Empress was basically written for my wife, Karina. And when I had the idea for the song, I was thinking about her. So that's the first step, is thinking about a topic, thinking about a title. I usually try and come up with those ideas first, some sort of inspiration to get me going and to get into my mind to think about. That's a very important thing to do, is coming up with the inspiration first. So whether it be from a movie, a book, somebody in your life. In this case, it was my wife, Karina. So when I thought about her, it's almost like a meditation type of thing. I kind of think about the person and how the person makes me feel and things that go on in my life, and that's how I started coming up with the idea for the song. Another thing I do is when I have this inspiration and this idea, I usually will sit down, you know, in this room, maybe dim the lights a little bit, and I'll start fooling around on my instrument. So basically, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll come up with a chord, just fooling around on the guitar. I'm not thinking musically. I'm not even thinking about what key the song is in, what key signature it's just going to be, and that all doesn't mean anything to me at all. It all comes from the inspiration and what I'm trying to communicate. So what I'll do is I'll fool around with the guitar, and I just happen to be fooling around, and I came across this chord. I don't even know what the hell the chord is, but I liked it. So basically, it's if you look at the chords, the voicings, it's D, D, E. Then you got an A and an E. So those are the notes. And I like the voicing, very important, because the voicing kind of makes you feel a certain way. So then I started moving the chord around. So if you notice, the background chords are very much that chord just moved around, and I kind of changed it a little bit. So I'll play a little bit of that part. So I changed that and I barred it. And then I changed. But the head of the song is these chords. So basically I had the chord progression first. And then what I do is I'll put the chords on and I'll tape them and I'll loop them, either on a 4-track or on a little press man. I don't do anything too technical. Because I throw a tape recorder on right here, I'll listen to it, and then I'll start to play. And I'll not even play. Here's the key component here: is you want to hum over what you're listening to. So I'll sit here and try and hum the melody. What do I hear in my head? Then I convey it to the instrument. So I started messing around in my head and I came up with this melody. And once I got the main heads of the tune down, what I tend to do a lot is I'll do the melody another way somehow. So what I end up doing is play it in single notes in the beginning of the tune. And then later on in the tune, you'll know I'll change the double stops. And then I'll change that other part to octaves. So it's another way to make the song develop in a certain way. So it's a couple of cool ideas for you guys to mess around with. I definitely suggest you mess around with this. We'll go into more, and I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.